Hey there everyone, it's Michael here once again for the guitar shop with another classical guitar in my hands, and this guitar is made by the Alhambra guitar company from Spain. This model that I have in my hand right here is the 4P. It features a solid red cedar top. The back and side are made of Indian rosewood. It's got a mahogany neck and it's got a beautiful and really smooth ebony fretboard. On electric guitars, I always find that ebony is like the happy marriage of a rosewood and a maple fingerboard, because it's got that snappiness of a maple fingerboard, but it also sounds a bit dark like a rosewood, so it's like a rosewood board. So it's really a nice combination. And the thing I think that it works so great on classical guitars is the fact that it's a really smooth type of wood, so there's not a lot of grain in there. Sometimes rosewood can have deep wood grain, but ebony feels just completely flat and smooth when you're playing it. So when you're going across the strings or higher up the frets doing slides and stuff like that, then it just feels really smooth and it really feels like you're flying across those strings, especially on nylon strings. Other than that, this guitar's got golden hardware. It's just a little detail, but I think it always looks fancy on a Spanish guitar. The tuning pegs, they really feel kind of sturdy in a good way, that they feel pretty premium. I've had other ones that they felt a bit plasticky and there was some wiggle room in between, but this has got a great response when you're tuning it. And well, if you have a classical guitar, you know it's sometimes pretty close how you tune it, so it's really nice to have something responsive under your fingers when you're tuning it. Other than that, the saddle and the nut are made of melamine, which is a synthetic material which resembles bone in a way. It feels kind of the same. I guess that if you don't know it, you wouldn't even tell the difference. And it sounds rich, full, and it gives you a bit of a round, warm sound. So when comparing this to something like a 7P Classic, which I also have been playing today, honestly there's a 50% price difference between those guitars almost, but this guitar really comes close as ergonomics go when you're playing it. So there's definitely a big difference in sound because of the fact that, I think if I'm saying this correctly, this got a solid top and the Indian rosewood on the back and sides are not solid, or maybe the backs are. The 7P Classic is completely solid. There's a big difference there. But when you're playing it, because of the nice smooth ebony fretboard, this really feels like a higher end guitar than the price that's actually on here. It's also the first one in their Conservatory line, so they have a student line, Conservatory line, and this being on the lower end of the Conservatory line, but the first one with an ebony fretboard, and it's amazing. You really gotta try it for yourself. You could say that this is a very balanced guitar. There's a lot of lows, a lot of highs. There's not too much of either of those. Sometimes I would either say that the 7P it's got a little bit less low, but it sounds more like a finished guitar in a mix, I guess. But this sounds really rich and full when you're playing on your own. So all in all, the Alhambra 4P, it's a Conservatory line guitar with an ebony fretboard. It plays like a dream, and it doesn't have to burn a hole in your wallet. So if you can, check this guitar out. My name was Michael for the Guitar Shop, and see you next time.